and welcome to our digital platform, digital classroom. My name is Laura Davis, and some of you may remember me from Aquacycle, Taquata, indoor spin, bar, kickboxing, and maybe just around the resorts. I am so excited to be able to offer you guys some digital classes, and I wanted to start just with a welcome video to go over a couple things that you will see in our classes digitally. First of all, I just want to say, please consult with your physician before starting any of our platforms, any of our routines, any of our workouts, as he will be able to consult you properly on what you should and shouldn't do physically. Next, we do not own any of the rights to the music that we use. It is all just borrowed from those awesome artists. And then lastly, I wanted to go over some equipment with you guys. We use a lot of equipment during class, however, all of our classes can be done without equipment as well, or with modifications or other types of things. So the first thing that we use during class is light hand weights. I usually stick with a 1 or a 2 pound, although sometimes I will use a 3 pound weight. If you don't have hand weights, that's okay. There are a lot of things that you can substitute in there. First of all, being a water bottle. Now, a water bottle, standard size water bottle, weighs about 1 pound. So if you're looking for a 1 pound weight, a water bottle is the way to go. If you're looking for a little bit heavier, more like 2 pounds, you could grab a jar of spaghetti sauce. A standard jar of spaghetti sauce is about 2 pounds. Now, depending on the size of your water bottle, that weight can go up. So if you're looking for like a 1.5 pound weight, a liter water bottle is a really good substitute for that. So if you don't have access to those light hand weights, lots of substitutions for those. Our next bit of equipment would be a ball. So we use these bender balls in our class, but you can also use a dollar store ball. They're pretty interchangeable. Now you can see that there is a size difference between my balls, and that's okay. Big, little, you'll just make those substitutions during class in how you hold those, how you set up with your bit of equipment here. If you don't have access to either of those balls, then you could use a rolled up towel, a firm pillow, or even a sweater or a shirt. I like to put it in a grocery bag and tie it up into a ball, and I'll use it that way too. And that's a good substitution. Not as good as your dollar store bouncy ball, but it will work. Another piece of equipment that we use are resistance bands. Resistance bands are really, really good for those who have injuries or limitations. If you don't have access to a band, what I like to use is I like to get a pair of workout pants, double those up, put those legs together, and I'll use those workout pants because they have that bit of stretch that we need, but also that bit of resistance. So that's a really good substitution for a band. You could also use a t-shirt or anything that's stretchy that has that little bit of resistance to it. Another piece of equipment that we use would be our gliding discs. As you can see, they look like a paper plate or a plastic plate, and that's exactly what you could use as a substitution. A paper plate, a plastic plate would work great, especially if you are on carpet. You'll want to use something that can glide across that carpet. If you are on tile or cement or anything like that, then a dish towel, or even just a pair, if you wear socks, those socks will give you that gliding across a hard surface. So gliding discs are really, really fun. They really help us with our balance and coordination. Another bit of equipment that we use would be a mat, a yoga mat. Now, if you don't have access to a yoga mat, of course, a towel would work. Usually when I use a towel, I like to double up on it so I get just a little bit more protection from that floor, a little bit more cushion. A thin blanket would work too. Oftentimes I'll use a blanket and fold that up also, but a mat. And then lastly, our last bit of equipment would be just a chair. Standard size kitchen chair or fold up chair that you have would work. If you don't have one of those, a countertop. If you're in like your RV or your home, your countertop would work as well. It's a good height and works really well. The only kind of chair you don't want to use would be a lazy boy recliner. Those are very comfortable, but they are not helpful for when we work out. Again, my name is Laura. I'm super excited to get going with you guys. Please be on the lookout for different platforms. We are hoping to get you some kickboxing, some bar, a little bit of cardio work. We're so happy to be here with you guys.